Well, Chris, the wind is definitely still kicking at this hour after it's been howling for most of the day. Now, right over here on this side is some examples of one tree branch that fell on a Midtown home. But just over here on this side is what's left over from some damage after a tree branch fell on one woman's car after she was inside working to get it parked. As the winds of change turn green leaves into brown in the city of trees, people might change a lane or two just to avoid a fallen tree in the road, change their plans to clean it up.
I was going to do some consulting, but I guess that is out of the door today.
Or simply change where they decide to park moving forward.
We've had some issues on this side, so we were a little nervous about parking over here last night.
Jessica Jones noticed a tree had fallen in front of her home in Midtown.
We came outside to get like a closer look, and it hit the back of my fiance's car,
crunching the roof and shattering the back window.
Very unfortunate. I have a feeling it's going to be totaled out.
Just a few blocks over, the same thing happened to this car. Only a mother and daughter were still in the car getting it parked. Meanwhile, in Fair Oaks, Steve Gahardy is left to pick up the pieces.
Not fun at all. Not fun at all.
He heard a loud noise before noticing the traffic was stopped outside of his house. One of his neighbor's trees fell and blocked the road.
I'm trying to help whatever I can to help the county, and they can do the rest. So, whatever, we all got to help him. We are all together, right?
Experts like Scott Shaw, who makes a living from climbing those changing trees,
I just talk nicely to the tree and ask it not to break. And
says the change in weather has a lot to do with it right now.
all the root systems are somewhat dry right now. The trees can't retain the moisture year round. And so once you start having that initial wind event, a lot of branches are breaking and snapping.
Explaining the less moisture trees have, the more brittle they can become.
Everything has a lifespan, and so we're coming up on a lot of trees that have reached that lifespan, and so they're just kind of giving up.
Now, we are hearing about many more reports of damage around this area today. If you have a city tree fall on your property here in Sacramento, you can call the number 311 to request help to come get it out of the way. Also, a very important reminder to be mindful about where you stand, park, or sit during these windy conditions.
My goodness, I cannot imagine being in that car when the tree came crashing down. Happy to hear no one was hurt. Lena, thank you.